Brilliance Audio presents Dare to Tease, a Dare Nation novella by Carly Phillips, performed by Arden and Erin Mallon. Wheeling her desk chair back, Bree stretched her legs with a groan. All I want to do is go home, undress, pour myself a glass of wine, and relax. She glanced around the office she considered her sanctuary and sought peace. The walls were painted turquoise, the shelves white. Her intention had been to give the room a beachy feel that would relax her during stressful times. Like now, breathing in and out and enjoying Quinn's company, she began to chill out. A knock sounded at her door, and Tara, Bree's secretary, popped her head in. "I'm leaving for the day. Do you need anything?" "No, thanks. I'm good. Have a nice evening." Tara smiled. "You too. Oh, and you asked me to remind you to stop by the health clinic on the way home and take Brayden the dress you borrowed from Willow." Bree groaned at the reminder, and Tara rolled her eyes. "You forgot, didn't you?" Both Quinn and Tara laughed, causing Bree to hold up her hands in defeat. "Hey, I knew I would. That's why I asked for the nudge." As Bree's second hand, Tara was used to Bree's never-ending lists and reminders. "Night," Tara said to both Bree and Quinn before walking out. "Guess I'm not going straight home after all," Bree said to Quinn. "Willow needs the dress for an event this weekend, and I had it cleaned after I wore it." She glanced at the garment she'd borrowed from another sister-in-law, hanging on the back of her door. Willow was engaged to Bree's twin brother Brayden, a doctor at a downtown healthcare clinic and the team physician for the Miami Thunder football organization, where Willow worked as an athletic trainer. "At least it's not as far as driving to the stadium to give it to Willow yourself," Quinn said, obviously looking for the bright side of Bree's never-ending day. "True." Glancing out the window behind her, Bree noticed the sun beginning to set, the orange glow lowering on the horizon. "It's getting late, and I don't want to walk through that part of town alone after dark, so I'd better get going." "Good point. I heard the clinic isn't in the best neighborhood, but Brayden and Hudson are doing really good work." "They are," Bree agreed, "and they seem happy with their jobs." Hudson Northfield, Brayden's best friend, also worked with both the football team and the health clinic. Tonight, Brayden was at the clinic, but Bree wasn't sure if Hudson would be there as well. Hudson, with his dark brown hair, chocolate-colored eyes, and well-groomed beard, had become part of the family since he and Brayden returned from a 2-year stint for Doctors Without Borders, always at their gatherings and weddings. But Bree didn't consider Hudson family. "What's that smile for?" Quinn asked, leaning forward in her seat.
Hudson held Bree close to his chest, his heart pounding out a rapid beat as he brought her inside. He'd been doing paperwork in one of the back offices when the front receptionist called him to check out what was happening in the parking lot. It wasn't a shock to see Jimmy harassing people for money. The man never meant any harm, and Hudson didn't believe him to be violent, but seeing Bree on the ground had knocked the wind out of him. Ignoring the arousing coconut scent of her hair tickling his nose and the feel of her supple body curling against him, he stopped at Nikki's desk. "Can you please grab the dress that fell outside? Jimmy was giving her a hard time and she scraped her hands." "Of course." Nikki jumped up to head outside, and Hudson walked into a treatment room and placed Bree on the examination table. Though reluctant to release her, he settled her and stepped back, looking her over from head to toe. Her dark hair fell around her shoulders, stray strands covering her cheeks. He already knew her hands were in rough shape, but he wasn't sure about the rest of her. "Talk to me. Are you okay?" She nodded. "I don't even know what happened. I went to give him money, he grabbed for my bag, and next thing I knew I was on the ground." She extended her hands, palms up. "This is going to hurt, isn't it?" He glanced at the abrasions and gravel stuck in the skin. "I'm afraid so, but I'll do my best to be gentle." "I grew up keeping up with 4 brothers. I've had plenty of scrapes, and I can take it." He laughed at her serious expression. "I know you can. Let me get everything I'll need and we'll get you cleaned up. Does anything else hurt?" "Other than my ego?" She grinned and shook her head. "My hip took the brunt of the fall, too, but I think I'll just have a nasty bruise. Nothing that needs treatment." "Ice it tonight and tomorrow. 20 minutes on, 20 off. And if it gets worse, we'll get you x-rayed."